Good Monday morning. Wild weather across much of the country.
As winter returns with a vengeance, it's March 16th. This is Today. Buried, nearly 2 feet of snow and blizzard conditions blanket parts of the Midwest. Damaging tornadoes rip across the South, and heavy rain up and down the East Coast. With tens of millions waking up to new storm alerts today. We'll have your full forecast. Breaking overnight. A new wave of strikes across the Middle East as the war with Iran enters its third week. The Trump administration facing growing backlash over the soaring cost of gas. This morning, what President Trump is now saying about how long the fighting could last and what he says must be done to keep gas prices in check. We're live in the Middle East and at the White House. Applying pressure, the nation's largest airlines urging Congress to end the partial government shutdown.
Get in the TSA line.
Warning of failure to pay TSA agents during a record spring travel season will only make security lines and delays even worse. We'll have the very latest. Opening up, one of Cuba's top officials speaking out in a rare and exclusive interview, telling NBC News his country is now willing to welcome U.S. investments from both companies and Cubans living here in the United States, or what it could mean for the complicated relationship between the two nations. We're live in Havana. On the mend, Dolly Parton sharing an update about her health during her first major appearance since stepping away from the spotlight.
I've had a few little health issues, and we're taking good care of them. I just kind of got wore down and wore out.
Just ahead, what the country music legend is now revealing about her struggles and her future. Those stories, plus, let the madness begin. Celebrations on college campuses across the country as the fields for the men's and women's basketball tournaments are revealed.
Step back three. Come on!
The teams, players, and potential Cinderella stories you need to know before you fill out that bracket. And the Oscar goes to...
One battle after another.
One battle after another wins big at the Academy Awards. A night filled with surprises.
Michael B. Jordan. It's a tie. I'm not joking. It's actually a tie.
Emotional tributes from Hollywood icons. And powerhouse performances.
You know we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be.
We've got all the unforgettable moments and fashions today, Monday, March 16th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. Thank you so much for starting your Monday with us. Thank you for starting your week with us. Hoda is here while Savannah spends time with her family. What a night last night in Hollywood.
You watched some?
I did.
Me too,
I
me
watched
too.
about the first hour.
Yeah.
Before I fell
Until we
asleep.
conked out. Yeah. That was really great. Good for them and good for also Sinners. They did well as well.
Yes, we'll have live coverage from Los Angeles coming up in just a few moments, but we do want to start with a new round of extreme weather, including that massive winter storm unleashing blizzard conditions in the Midwest. This is a live look at Milwaukee this morning.
Hard to believe that monster system is unleashing heavy snow, hail, gusty winds, along with major tornado threats as it pushes south. More than 500,000 without power from Texas up to New York.
And the storm is adding to problems at the airports, snarling travel with nearly 5,000 flights delayed, nearly 2,000 canceled altogether.
And it's not over yet. 60 million across the East Coast are under a severe storm threat, 120 million under wind alerts.
We've got it all covered for you this morning. We'll start with Weekend Today's Angie Lastman. She is in Green Bay for us. Angie, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. Heavy snow still coming down. You can see here in Green Bay, we woke up in a winter wonderland. We are still under a blizzard warning. The whipping winds of 50 miles per hour overnight and that heavy snow continuing. Yesterday, picking up 17 inches of snow in Green Bay, the most in a single day in 137 years.
This morning, just days before the official start of spring, A wintry blast to start the week. 30 million Americans under winter alerts. And wild weather, from blizzards to tornadoes, sweeping the country. Heavy snow in the plains and Midwest. Some areas seeing more than 2 feet. The whiteout creating challenges on the roads. Semi-trucks at a standstill amid heavy snowfall on this interstate in Wisconsin.
Middle of March almost, so I feel like we probably shouldn't be dealing with this right now.
Across the South, millions dealing with the severe weather, including tornado alerts. Drone video capturing this possible twister in Arkansas. The state also seeing dramatic storms and winds reaching over 75 miles per hour, toppling trees. And out in Texas, cars caught in the middle of a dangerous dust storm, creating a multi-vehicle pileup. While a line of showers and thunderstorms are hitting the East Coast Monday, from New York to Florida, causing a hassle on the road. In New York City, big trucks even banned from crossing bridges and tunnels Sunday due to high wind conditions. Storms also impacting air travel across the country. This morning, a ground stop announced at the nation's busiest airport in Atlanta. And thousands of delays and hundreds of cancellations over the weekend, including at Chicago O'Hare, where the FAA reported Sunday average delays of nearly 6 hours.
And this storm system leaving its mark in more ways than one. More than 500,000 customers waking up without power from Texas to New York City. And we're not done with the storm system yet. It's on the move today, impacting folks with storms as well as additional snow. Craig?
Jeez, look at all that snow in Wisconsin. Hard to believe it's mid-March. Angie, thank you.
All right, for more on the dangerous weather and how long it's going to last, let's say hello to Dylan. She's covering for Alan. She joined us from Ponte Vedra Beach in Florida. Hey, Dylan, morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. We had some nasty storms down here, too. But let's start with the winter weather, because that's, as you saw in that video, where most of the impact is at this moment. We have blizzard warnings in effect back through Wisconsin, through Iowa, through northwestern Illinois, because of the reduced visibility, the gusty winds, the heavy snow. And it is like a typical setup here. We've got that area of low pressure moving through the Great Lakes. We've got the cold air and the heavy snow on the backside of it, and that cold front producing the storms on the eastern side of it. But you can see the bright whites on the map there. That's where the snow is heaviest. That's where visibility is extremely reduced, and it's not moving eastward very quickly. That's why we're seeing that heavy snow fall in one spot for a long period of time. Additional snowfall could be up to 6 to 12 inches, especially in the UP of Michigan, where we could end up with another foot of snow on top of what has already fallen. Now, on the eastern side of this, we have severe weather expected. We already have tornado watches. A few tornado warnings have been issued this morning. Torrential downpours, cloud-to-ground lightning, and very gusty winds as this cold front slowly moves to the east. So we are going to see, especially later on this afternoon into this evening, that moderate risk in dark red, where not only could we see wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour, we could see long-track tornadoes, the ones that stay on the ground for a long period of time. Now, even if we don't get a tornado in one spot, we could still see gusts up to 65 to 75 miles per hour. My flight already canceled. A lot of flights already canceled getting back into New York, into the mid-Atlantic. So it is going to be a nasty day all across the East Coast and back through the Great Lakes, guys.
Yikes. All right. We'll explain why you're down in Florida in just a few minutes as well. Thank you, Dylan. The wild weather only adding to delays and long lines at our nation's airports amid the spring break rush and the partial government shutdown. And now CEOs from the nation's largest airlines are pleading with Congress to help end the travel chaos. NBC's Tom Costello covers aviation. He is at Reagan National for us this morning. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Craig, so TSA officers are still working without pay. Consider this. On Friday, that was the second busiest air travel day of the entire year. It's also the day that TSA officers missed their full paycheck, and yet they're on the job, and they don't know when they'll be made whole.
This morning, the nation's airlines are turning up the heat on Congress as the TSA's 50,000 employees remain on the job and without pay. In a letter to lawmakers, the CEOs of the major carriers called the $0 paycheck that TSA officers received Friday simply unacceptable. and warned that the failure to fund the Department of Homeland Security comes as airlines expect a record 171 million passengers this spring season. Since the partial shutdown began, hundreds of TSA officers have quit, as call-out rates have also increased significantly.
How is morale right now?
It's degrading. We're not red, we're not blue, we're not partisan, we're red, white, and blue. We're Americans. We protect the American traveler.
From Florida to Illinois, Georgia to Texas, staffing shortages are contributing to extremely long waits. In Oakland, California, a local food bank has been delivering groceries to TSA workers whose salaries start at about $35,000 to $45,000. compared with most members of Congress, who start at 5 times that amount, and continue to hold up DHS funding over disagreements on reforms to ICE policing tactics.
I will not approve another dollar for ICE, given all that they're doing. But we should be funding those TSA agents that keep us safe.
Well, we can get to a better place if they would just come to their senses and negotiate after they open it up.
President Trump on Sunday posting support for those going in, writing in part, "Go to work."
They're working hard. They're up there. I don't think any of us would go to work if we knew we weren't going to get paid.
For many TSA officers, it's all very discouraging.
Do you keep this job? Are you better off flipping burgers where you know you're going to get a paycheck?
Yeah, consider that last fall when they missed 3 paychecks, they then had to wait a month to get their full back pay. So it's not like you turn on the faucet and suddenly it's there. By the way, it's not just TSA. It's the Coast Guard, it's FEMA, it's U.S. Cyber Command working without pay right now. Craig?
Tom Costello for us there at Reagan National. Tom, thank you.
Another major story this morning, the war with Iran now entering its 3rd week. Amid new fighting and mounting concern about the impact on oil and gas prices, President Trump is applying new pressure on other countries to help reopen the vital Strait of Hormuz. We have reports from the region and from Washington. Let us begin with NBC's chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel. Hey, Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Hoda. You remember last week we talked about how Iran is using these cluster munitions now, and this is what one of those cluster bombs did to a house here in Tel Aviv. The owner was standing exactly where I am, he told me. Then suddenly he heard the bomb coming, he'd gotten the alarm, and 10 seconds before this bomb completely burned out his home, he decided to go down that stairs. 10 seconds before it exploded, and obviously it saved his life. And Iran isn't just attacking Israel this morning with more strikes in Gulf countries, including Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, focusing in particular on airports. Iran this morning launched new attacks, striking a fuel depot at Dubai's airport and continuing to fire on Tel Aviv. Day and night. This is what a cluster bomb looks like. We filmed as it exploded and rained dozens of small bombs on the city. Iran is still firing even after non-stop U.S. and Israeli attacks, which the Pentagon described as the most intense of the war so far. Iran is sounding defiant too.
We never asked for a ceasefire, and we have never asked even for negotiation. We are ready to defend ourselves as long as it takes.
President Trump is now threatening to cripple Iran's economy. U.S. fighter jets, after markets closed Friday, attacked Harg Island, just off the Iranian coast. The industrial island produces 90% of Iran's oil, nearly all of it exported to China. The Pentagon said it destroyed Harg's defenses. Trump said he could go further and target the oil facilities themselves. In a phone call with NBC News, Trump saying, quote, "We may hit it a few more times just for fun." Iran still has a few allies left. Hezbollah in Lebanon continued firing rockets at Israel as Israel pounds Beirut and southern Lebanon, displacing hundreds of thousands. And a pro-Iranian militia in Iraq fired this drone, filming as it hit a former U.S. base, Camp Victory in Baghdad. No American troops were there, according to a U.S. official. But American casualties are mounting. The U.S. identified the 6 crew members killed when their refueling plane crashed last week in Iraq. At least 13 Americans have been killed since the war began.
The Pentagon also announced that it is sending more warships and about 5,000 potential ground troops to the region to support the war, including a Marine Expeditionary Unit. This is a kind of force that specializes in beach landings. The Pentagon didn't specify what the extra troops would be used for. Back to you.
All right, Richard Engel for us there in Israel. Richard, thank you.
As mentioned here at home, the economic impact of the war continues to grow. The national average for a gallon of gas hitting $3.72 overnight. That's up nearly 80 cents in just a month. NBC's Garrett Hake is at the White House with more on that part of the story. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. And yeah, for most Americans, those rising prices at the pump are the most tangible daily signs of our nation at war. Overnight, President Trump telling reporters they will come down quickly when the fighting is over. But the president also said he's not yet ready to end that fighting or strike a deal with what's left of Iran's leadership to end the war, now entering its third week. As the war in Iran enters its third week, the Trump administration facing growing pressure over surging gas prices, with the average price per gallon now at $3.72, up more than 70 cents since the war began, and U.S. crude oil over $100 per barrel. The president overnight insisting the price spike is temporary.
The prices are going to come tumbling down as soon as it's over, and it's going to be over pretty quickly.
But Energy Secretary Chris Wright on Meet the Press says that relief may not come for weeks.
See it as a short-term disruption in the flow of energy. Americans are feeling it right now. Americans will feel it for a few more weeks. But at the end, we will have removed the greatest risk to global energy supplies.
President Trump over the weekend posting other countries must help keep the Strait of Hormuz open, naming the UK, France, Japan, South Korea, and China as potential allies. But so far, none has suggested a willingness to send forces.
We are demanding that these countries come in and protect their own territory because it is their territory. It's a place from which they get their energy.
And in an interview Sunday, the president suggesting he may even delay his long-planned summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping if China, which gets much of its oil from Iran, doesn't aid in unblocking the strait. Republicans are largely standing by the president, saying the war will ultimately benefit the Middle East.
Everybody's so impatient right now, but within weeks, I think we can have this accomplished.
Democrats argue the war is backfiring on the U.S.
I don't think the war is worth the costs, and it has already unleashed a lot of things that should have been foreseen, like the closing of the strait, like Iran's attack on its neighbors. But it's not clear that the president had a plan for any of this.
Now, as for the president's desire to create this coalition of allies to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, the early response has been less than enthusiastic. The Germans, Australians, and South Koreans have all suggested they won't be participating. And just a short while ago, the British Prime Minister said he's consulting with allies to come up with a, quote, viable plan to reopen that critical waterway. Craig?
All right. Garrett Hake from the White House. Garrett, thank you.
Let's go now to an NBC News exclusive, a rare interview with a top official in Cuba who says his country is now open to welcoming investors from the U.S. NBC's George Solis spoke to him, and he joins us now from Havana. Hey, George, good morning.
Hoda, good morning. Oscar Perez Olive Fraga is considered by many to be Cuba's economic czar. As the country's deputy prime minister, he's the man in charge of breathing life into Cuba's struggling economy. Now, he sat down with me in his first ever interview to explain a series of economic reforms aimed at creating what he called a dynamic business environment. His goal, attracting foreign investors, including from the United States. Tonight, he plans to tell the nation that Cuban nationals living abroad in places like Madrid and Miami will soon be allowed to invest in the private sector and own businesses on the island. Here's a little more of what he told me.
Cuba is open to having a fluid commercial relationship with U.S. companies, also with Cubans residing in the United States and their descendants. And this extends beyond the commercial sphere. It also applies to investments, not only small investments, but also large investments, particularly in infrastructure.
Yeah, but how realistic is this? Cuba's deputy prime minister will be the first to tell you that Washington's trade embargo makes attracting American capital to the island a non-starter, saying in part, quote, the United States blockade, the policy of hostility against Cuba, undoubtedly affects the development of the economic changes because the policy cut off international finance, access to technologies, access to international markets, and most recent years depriving the country of fuel. Now, it's worth noting it's been 3 months since a drop of fuel has reached Cuba. Power outages can last as long as 16 hours a day. Women giving birth in dark hospitals. Highways are empty, and for many Cubans, the bus never comes. Oda?
All right, George Solis for us there in Havana. George, thank you.
All right, let's go back to the weather now. The rest of Dylan's forecast. Hey, Dylan.
Hey, good morning again, guys. We've got it all going on across the country. We've got that severe weather outbreak for the East Coast, the blizzard conditions back through the western Great Lakes. We've got much colder temperatures through the middle of the country. And out west, we're talking about record high temperatures this afternoon. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
We're back 7:30 with that beloved tradition in the Windy City, Carson Daly. That's the Chicago River now running green. Of course, running green ahead of tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
Are we doing the whole thing here?
Oh, yeah.
Patty's Day?
Oh,
soon.
We do.
Soon. We like to get it jump-started early.
Yeah. In fact, we're going to kick it off next half hour.
Yes, we are. It's going to be a good time. But first, up this half hour, the Oscars, the stars coming together for Hollywood's biggest night of the year to cap off award show season.
NBC's entertainment correspondent, Chloe Melas, joins us from L.A. She's got all the highlights. Good morning, Chloe.
Hey guys, good morning. The stars of the silver screen were ready for their golden night. And although one battle after another did take home the top prize of the evening, it was far from a sweep, with the vampire horror film Sinners taking a bite out of some major categories.
One battle after another.
Overnight, it was one Oscar after another, with 6 Academy Awards, one battle after another, winning the most of the night, including Best Picture.
Let's have a martini. This is pretty amazing.
The show, led by host Conan O'Brien.
And I'm honored to be the last human host of the Academy Award. Yes! Yeah! Next year, it's going to be a Waymo and a Tux.
Filled with veteran stars. But the top acting prizes went to first-time winners. Michael B. Jordan earning Best Actor for his dual role in Sinners.
I know you guys want me to do well, and I want to do that because you guys bet on me.
Later, even celebrating while picking up some burgers. A fellow first statue for Jessie Buckley, who played Shakespeare's wife in Hamnet.
I would like to dedicate this to the beautiful chaos of a mother's heart.
In the supporting categories, Sean Penn took home his 3rd Oscar, though not in attendance, while Amy Madigan ran away with her first for her wild part in Weapons.
There's got this little gold guy.
Sinners. In a history-making moment, Autumn Durald Archipel became the first woman to win the Academy Award for cinematography.
I really want all the women in the room to stand up, because I feel like I don't get here without you guys.
And a Devil Wears Prada-inspired collab between Anne Hathaway and the real-life Miranda Priestly, Anna Wintour.
Anna, just curious, what do you think of my dress tonight?
And the nominees are...
And it was a golden night for K-pop Demon Hunters. It's now Oscar-winning smash hit lighting up the stage as the film took home Best Animated Feature.
This is for Korea and for Koreans everywhere.
But emotion swelled as Hollywood remembered those it's lost, including Catherine O'Hara and Diane Keaton. Barbra Streisand sang The Way We Were to honor co-star Robert Redford, while Rob Reiner's collaborators took the stage alongside Billy Crystal, who paid tribute to his friend.
All we can say is, buddy, what fun we had storming the castle.
All right, guys, so we can't leave this morning without telling you about a moment that I'm sure had a lot of people Googling last night. That was when there was a tie in the short film category. Now, this is only the 7th time in Oscars history that it's ever happened. The filmmakers, though, they handled it like pros. But you guys, I did a little bit of research, and it also happened in 1969 when Katharine Hepburn and Barbra Streisand tied for Best Actress. Guys.
All right.
Wow.
As a sports fan, I want to see extra innings. I want to see a winner.
Some sort of tiebreaker?
Yes.
See how that happens. Chloe, great job. Great job. We're going to have more Oscar fun throughout the morning, including the evening's most memorable fashions, of course.
All right. First, though, a thrilling and golden finish for Team USA to close out a record-shattering Winter Olympics. We'll have all the highlights live from Milan.
Oh, that's good stuff. Plus, speaking of must-see events, it's time for March Madness, and Kaylee Hartung is here ready to help you fill out your bracket.
Yeah, no pressure, right, guys? So the odds of a perfect bracket are roughly 1 in 9 quintillion. That's according to some math done by NCAA.com. But you can help yourself by doing a little homework. So coming up, we will get you primed and ready for all the chaos and unpredictability that is March Madness. Stay with us.
Back now, 7:39, with the most exciting event of the year for basketball fans.
Of course, we're talking about the NCAA tournament. Last night, brackets were revealed.
NBC's Kaylee Hartung, she is here with the teams, the players, the possible Cinderella stories. Good morning.
So many good storylines heading into this, guys. And here's the thing. Confetti dreams are alive for the 68 men's and 68 women's teams who have punched their tickets. The top seeds, no real surprises there. They're among the sports elite. But now we get ready for tip-off, and that's what makes March so much fun. 3 weeks of madness ahead.
Hooked by Mora, and he will flush it down.
It's the most wonderful time of the year for college hoops fans.
Buries the three. Got it.
March Madness, where dreams come true or get shattered.
Boozer beats everybody to it and dunks it.
Duke earning the top overall seed in the men's tournament. Freshman Cameron Boozer now hoping to lead the Blue Devils to their first national title in 11 years.
I always want to be known as a winner.
Rounding out the 1 seeds, Arizona, Michigan.
Out goes to the cut, and he lays it in.
And last year's champion, Florida, aiming for a rare repeat. The Big Dance, a dream trip for Cinderella squads.
Step back three. Come on!
16 seed UMBC has busted brackets before.
UMBC makes history.
Returning for the first time since 2018, when the Retrievers stunned 1 seed Virginia. California Baptist and Queen's University of Charlotte making their March Madness debuts. Miami of Ohio barely surviving the bubble, in as an 11 seed after only losing 1 game all season. And in March, stars are made off the court too. Like McNeese's manager Amir Khan and his boombox returning with the Cowboys.
Fins up!
And Long Island University Sharks fans putting their fins up. In the women's tourney, UConn is favored to continue with a perfect season and defend their national title. The Huskies narrowly edging out a star-studded UCLA team for the top seed, while powerhouse South Carolina aims to bounce back after losing the SEC tournament to fellow 1 seed Texas.
The cross over the attack, lays it in.
The Longhorns last won the tournament 40 years ago. Now, all it takes is 1 shot to determine who keeps on dancing.
All right, got a lot of folks getting ready to fill out brackets. You've done a few over the years. Any tips?
Just a few. So here's some math I can do. Think about the size of the pool that you're in. The smaller number of people in your crew, the better your odds are that you could win that thing.
Start there.
And if you're going to be in one of those large pools with 100 or so people, you're going to have to be more contrarian in your picks because a lot of people are going to go chalk. Think about it. Last year, it was only the 2nd time in the history of the men's March Madness tournament that all 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four. The odds would say it's not in our favor for that to happen again, but if you've seen these 4 teams play, you might think otherwise. And then, of course, there's always the debate of Cinderellas. Who could bust people's brackets, but who do you want to bet on to be that lucky one that comes through? Most brackets, here's the thing, are busted by the 2nd round, so don't sweat it.
Who does Kaylee Hartung like?
I think it's so hard to bet against Duke right now. They do have, I think, the toughest road of the number 1 seeds to get through to the Final Four. Here's a tip. Purdue, okay? The Final Four is in Indianapolis. They're a number 2 seed in the West. If they can get through, Think about that home court advantage, as you could call it. What a storybook that would be for them to end up in Indy. And they won the Big Ten championship yesterday, upset Michigan.
Tom Mazzarelli, our executive producer, he's a proud Siena graduate. They're taking on Duke in the first round. He's calling for an upset.
Okay,
Let's go.
Haley says, uh-oh. Okay, got it. All right, let's get another check of the weather from Dylan. She's in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, after yesterday's thrilling finish. That's why Dylan is there at the Players' Championship. Hey, Dylan.
I'm glad you explained that, Hoda. Yes, because I clearly am standing at a beautiful golf course here. It's sunny here in Florida for now, but we are going to see some storms move through here, too. Want to point out just how expansive the wind alerts are for the country. You can see 129 million people under some sort of wind alert. We have high wind warnings, especially across the Northeast. Through tonight into early tomorrow, we could see gusts up to 35 to 45, 55 miles per hour. If you get stuck in some of those severe thunderstorms, they could be as high as 75 miles per hour through the mid-Atlantic into the Northeast. On the backside of it, we've got those blizzard conditions. And out west, we've got record high temperatures, especially for the Southwest this afternoon. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And that's your latest forecast, guys. I got to talk with Cam Young, the winner of the championship yesterday. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few.
He's such a dog down the stretch. Cam Young, who won the Players there.
Amazing.
What do you mean?
Beast. Yes. Okay, got it.
I just wanted it. It was great. Great golf yesterday. All right, Dilly, thanks so much. Let's move on to our Pop Start sneak peek, everybody, and some good news from the Queen of Country. Dolly Parton just paid a visit to her theme park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, sharing an uplifting update on her health after canceling some recent appearances and postponing that Las Vegas residency.
I've been doing a whole lot of things. I have been not touring, as you know. I've had a few little health issues, and we're taking good care of them. I just kind of got wore down and wore out, grieving over Carl and a lot of other little things going on. I just got myself kind of, just where I needed to build myself back up spiritually, emotionally, and physically. But all's good. It didn't slow me down.
Hey, man, Dolly says all's good. All's good.
Yeah.
Nothing is slowing her down, but it was good to hear from her that
And
she's
also,
doing well.
because she's been grieving her husband. That happened a while ago, and you have to remember that. Okay. We're going to get our full Pop Start in just a bit, plus the boost in a moment at one airport that'll actually give you a smile to start your day. Okay. How about that? Right after this.
We're back, coming up on 7:51, back with your Monday morning boost. JBH is off today, so I'm going to try to do it proud.
Okay.
An airline gate agent going viral for the unique way that she auctioned off a free first-class seat. Check this out.
I'm going to need 2 passengers to be seated in first class. Anyone willing to do a breakdance to be seated into first class? Anyone? It's a free upgrade. I just need you to break down to me. Come on up, girl.
Do a dance?
Are you kidding me? There's a dance off for the first class seat?
I love
That's hilarious.
Who won?
I don't know.
We don't know. They both did. They gave them 2 seats.
There were 2 seats.
Other seats. Okay.
All right, cool. Very cool.
All right, not that bad back there. Still ahead, we've told you about the new Oceans movie in the works, but this morning we've got some big news about the Oscar nominee that's set to not only write but also direct a prequel for the hit franchise. We'll tell you what we know about that coming up. But first, quick check your local news weather and these messages.
Thanks for It's 8 o'clock on today. Coming up, stormy start. Tens of millions under winter alerts this morning, just days before the official start of spring.
Middle of March almost, so I feel like we probably shouldn't be dealing with this right now.
Blizzards, tornadoes, and thunderstorms all sweeping the country. We're live with the latest. Then, golden moments.
The dynasty continues on the ice in Milan.
Team USA bringing home its final medal in sled hockey, dominating longtime rival Canada. To wrap up an exhilarating Winter Paralympics, we'll take you inside all the excitement. And going bananas. We first told you about him on the Boost.
My name's Rob Harrelson. I'm from Gravois Mills, Missouri.
Now, the 81-year-old Little League coach's Savannah Banana dreams came true.
Let's have some fun and love to make this dream come true, my friend.
We're there as he takes the field And today, he's here live to tell us all about it. All that, plus the best and worst from the Oscars red carpet. Are you ready for an Ocean's 11 prequel?
It's never been done before. It's going to need planning and a large crew.
And dueling Sebastians?
Please let him in.
You're not going to believe it. What the comedian is now saying to SNL. Today, Monday, March 16th, 2026.
Hello, Bozeman, Montana. Love you, Mom. From Benton, Missouri, it's Sophia's 14th birthday. Girls trip from Pennsylvania to the Today Show. Visiting from Baldwin City, Kansas. Ankeny, Iowa. And Columbia, South Carolina.
All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it.
Hi to our grandparents. We love you. Shout out to Spanish River High School in Boca Raton, Florida. Camp Indy Legacy High in Indianapolis. And Sunset High School in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, we see all the schools. We see all the high schools out on the plaza. A little foggy, a little dreary, but didn't dampen their spirits one bit, Hoda Kotb. Not one bit. Cannot wait to get outside to say hello to them.
You know when it's spring break outside.
Yes, you do.
Just like that, yeah.
Glad to have you with us, Hoda, of course, in this morning, helping us out while Savannah remains with her family. Lots to get to on a Monday morning. Let's start with your news at 8. We're going to begin with that extreme weather stretching across much of the country. Just when you thought winter was over, winter said, not so fast. Nearly 2 feet of snow falling in parts of the Midwest this weekend. Meanwhile, down south, more damaging tornadoes. Let's get the latest on all of it from Weekend Today's Angie Lastman. She is in a very snowy Green Bay, Wisconsin. Angie, good morning to you again.
Good morning again, Craig. It's as if we are standing in a snow globe that somebody shook up, and you can see the heavy snow still falling. And I know what you might be thinking. It's Green Bay. This is what they deal with, even this late into the season. But even by Green Bay standards, we've had an impressive amount of snow. More than 17 inches falling in a 24-hour period, the most that they've seen since the 1880s. That, of course, along with all the impressive snow that they've seen across much of the Midwest, parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota, picking that up. On top of that, the warm side of this system dealing with severe storms across places like Arkansas. Incredible video of a tornado, potential tornado there. On top of that, those strong winds picking up a dust storm in Texas, causing a multi-vehicle pileup. And all of this leaving us with the potential for more delays and cancellations. We saw an impressive amount of them yesterday from Chicago O'Hare, now a ground stop in Atlanta. This is going to be ongoing as we get through the day today as well. The snow will eventually wind down across the Midwest, but we're still going to pick up some additional snow here. And on top of that, the severe risk across the east, stretching from the mid-Atlantic down to the southeast through the day today, Craig.
All right, Angie Lastman in that snow globe that is Green Bay, Wisconsin this morning. Thank you, Angie.
Closing arguments are expected today in the Corey Richins murder trial. She's the Utah mom who published a children's book about grief after the death of her husband and was later accused of killing him. Prosecutors say Richins slipped a lethal dose of fentanyl into a cocktail that she made for her husband. She's pleaded not guilty. The trial was cut short last week when the defendant waived her right to testify, and her legal team abruptly rested its case without calling any witnesses.
More than 150 people on board a Princess cruise ship got sick with norovirus last week. The Star Princess was on a one-week voyage in the Caribbean. According to the CDC, more than 100 passengers and nearly 50 crew members got sick. The ship returned to Fort Lauderdale this weekend, where it underwent additional rounds of cleaning before embarking on a new voyage.
Let's go to Italy now, where the Winter Paralympics have come to a thrilling close. Team USA won its final medal of the Games in sled hockey, defeating Canada and completing an unprecedented hockey sweep between the Olympics and the Paralympics. That's a wow. NBC's Emily Aketa was at the game. She joins us live from Milan with a closer look. Hey, Em, good morning.
Hey there, good morning to you. Well, hockey's greatest rivalry did not disappoint. When the buzzer sounded, there was a deafening roar of excitement as Team USA secured a record 5th gold in a row. It's one of 24 medals Team USA is bringing home after an exhilarating Winter Paralympics.
This morning, Team USA relishing a golden 10 days in Italy.
And the dynasty continues on the ice in Milan.
Capped off by the sled hockey team's thrilling win against longtime rival Canada before a record-breaking crowd.
This place is vibrating with excitement. Look at this packed house and the sea of red, white, and blue behind me.
New Jersey native Jack Wallace lifting the team with not one, not two, but 3 goals.
This team grinded it out, a gritty game. It was unbelievable.
While Declan Farmer was crowned back-to-back Paralympic MVP.
I see you welling up with emotion. Describe this moment.
This is the most emotional I've been after one for sure. Just so happy for us. So happy for us.
It marks a record 5th gold in a row for the team and an unprecedented hockey sweep on the heels of the men's and women's success in the Olympics. Sunday's gold is Team USA's 24th medal in the Winter Paralympics, ranking only behind China across the game's 6 sports.
The American quartet delivers another gold.
Oksana Masters seeing tackling teammate Jake Adikoff after they won the mixed relay. Masters is bringing home a staggering 4 gold medals in para-Nordic skiing.
I think gold's my color. I don't know.
In Cortina, Noah Elliott and Mike Schultz proved to be double trouble in bank slalom.
Pure speed, precision, and perfection. And it's gold.
The entire podium using prosthetics that Schultz designed and built. The closing ceremonies culminating a daring, extraordinary, and record-breaking Winter Paralympics.
USA! USA! USA!
And it has been such a privilege to witness these athletes' excellence in person. The IPC president said communities now see ability where once they saw only disability. That's the legacy of the Paralympic movement. And I'm already excited, guys, for LA 2028. You got to keep your eye out because some Winter Paralympians like Oksana Masters and Jack Wallace are hoping to make a splash in the Summer Games, too.
Let's go.
That was awesome.
Let's go.
I'm so happy to see those results. How about hockey again?
Team
That's
USA
a wow.
dominating across Olympics, Paralympics.
Very cool.
Great work there, too, Emily.
Indeed. All right, Carson, over to you.
All right, guys, coming up, did you happen to see Harry Styles join the Sebastian Maniscalco Fund over on SNL? It has the comedian himself weighing in. That and a whole lot more coming up on Pop Start.
It was downright hilarious, by the way. First, though, we highlighted him on a recent boost. The 81-year-old on a quest to join the Savannah Bananas. Well, over the weekend, his baseball dream came true. We love the story so much we brought him here into the studio. Cannot wait to hear all about his weekend from old man Rob himself. We'll do that right after this.
Great song for this one. It is 8:13. We're back. One of our favorite stories of the day, and it all started with a special morning boost.
Okay, we recently highlighted the dream of Rob Herselin, an 81-year-old veteran, longtime baseball coach who made an audition tape because he wanted to join the Savannah Bananas. Well, the team saw it, and then over the weekend, Rob got a chance to live out that dream.
Yes, he did, and he's here live to tell us all about it. But first, here's his really remarkable story. One guess who Rob Harrelson is in this picture. So of course, he's the kid with the 2 broken arms who still showed up to play because Rob Harrelson always shows up. Rob is from Gravois Mills, Missouri, a Vietnam veteran and a Purple Heart and Bronze Star recipient. He runs the only scrapyard in the county, and for the last 32 years, the only baseball coach in town. Rob started coaching in 1993 when his son was 10. When his son aged out, nobody stepped up. So Rob, well, he just kept going. Pays for everything out of his own pocket. Never charges the kids a penny. But Rob had a dream of his own. When he discovered the Savannah Bananas, the wildly popular barnstorming baseball team known for turning the game into a full-on show, he had one thought. He wanted in.
My name's Rob Harrelson. I'm from Gravois Mills, Missouri, and baseball's always been a big tradition in this little town.
So, with the help of the whole town, he made a tryout tape. And his family helped get the word out, even his 10-year-old granddaughter.
This is Lila Harrelson, Rob Harrelson's PR manager.
Going viral. Even popping up on Jenna's Morning Boost, where we joined the call. Bananas, let's go.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Within 3 weeks, Savannah Bananas owner Jesse Cole called with an answer.
We would love to invite you to be a part of the Savannah Bananas. Let's have some fun and love to make this dream come true, my friend.
They want you to come to this Saturday to New Orleans.
And this past weekend, in front of 70,000 people at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, Rob Harrelson, age 81, lived his dream.
Making his Savannah Bananas debut, 81-year-old old man Rob Harrelson.
He swung for the fences, and the crowd went wild. Because when you've spent a lifetime showing up for everyone else, sometimes the world shows up for you. Yes! Rob Harrelson, welcome.
What a slugger.
Wow.
How was just Saturday? How was Saturday? How was the experience?
It was the most awesome thing that I've ever done in my life, but I actually just focused on the moment. I didn't hear the crowd. I really didn't hear anything. I was just focused on what I had to do and what they told me to do, and I rode the bike up there, and once I got up to home plate, I just set the bike up and didn't hear the crowd, didn't hear nothing, and got up there and we thought it might have been scripted a little bit. But the coach told me, he said, they're going to try and strike you out. I went, ooh. So the first pitch he threw, it had fire behind it. It was the upper 90s. It was in the upper 90s. And the second pitch came in, and it was a little high, and he called it a strike. I thought it was a ball. And I was going, oh my goodness. And the third one that came in, I got the timing just right and hit it and foul tipped it, and the next pitch I swung and missed it, but while I was signing autographs after the game, a lot of the kids, they were telling me, they were saying, we saw that foul tip. We saw that foul tip. We saw that foul. You were right on.
That's hilarious. Rob, first of all, you were signing autographs after the game. You're someone, you're like inspiring people. But when you thought about, you said this was a dream of yours. Did it hit you at all in that moment that you're sitting here in the batter's box? It's a sold-out Superdome, 70,000 fans. You're in the batter's box, getting ready to do something you've been doing since you were a kid. Did you take a second to say, like, wow, this is actually happening for me?
I just, it was so awesome and so out of control that I just had to focus on what I was doing.
Yeah.
I had to focus on what I was doing.
It looked fun.
And I really did never get nervous. I never felt uptight in any way until that first pitch.
Yeah, some heat came by.
Yeah. First pitch.
Hey, speaking of awesome, your granddaughter was in that piece there. Ryan.
Yes.
Was it just her birthday?
But that was actually Lila.
That was Lila?
Is my public relations
director.
Josh, my friend over here, he's her assistant. Ryan is my granddaughter, and it was her birthday Saturday, and she turned 15. And the game just kind of overshadowed her birthday, and it kind of took it away from her birthday.
You want to wish her a happy birthday now?
I want to wish her a happy birthday today.
We all do.
She goes to school in Stover, Missouri.
All right.
And they're on their way home right now from New Orleans. But
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy belated, Ryan. It's your day. By the way, Louisville Slugger, A-Tech, and Wilson Sporting Goods heard your story. They wanted to do something special for you. So we got this. They got this for you right here.
Wow.
This is your own personalized official
cool.
Savannah Banana bat. It's got your name engraved on
Rob
it.
Harrelson.
They also know how, your Little League kids, how much they mean to you. They want to do something big for them, too. So they're donating a brand new A-Tech pitching machine to the kids. So you got the Gators will now have their own pitching machine.
There's a picture.
There it is. That's going to be all yours.
Wow.
A pitching machine to work with the kids. So congratulations. And
very cool.
What an inspiration, man.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, the trick to life is exercise.
Yeah.
And I have exercised my whole life. I used to be a runner, and then I had a hip replacement 20 years ago, and I made a I made a protector for my hip out of a 5-gallon bucket. I cut a sliver out of a 5-gallon bucket and ran it through my belt and tied it because I thought they were going to script the game, but they didn't.
No.
They did not at all, and I did not want to be hit in that hip by a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. I did not want to be hitting that hip.
Wow.
Rob,
that was amazing to watch you do that, Rob. Dreams come true, man. Dreams come true.
Yes, it was. Yes,
I appreciate you so much.
Yes, it was.
That was awesome. Way to go. All right, let's now send it over to Dylan. Dylan, who's in Florida. Another
Here comes the high heater, Rob.
Hey, Dill.
That was so cool. I love that. Guys, we are keeping an eye on some severe weather as it moves east. This is a big storm that's going to impact the entire East Coast through the afternoon. We have now tornado watches that have shifted farther to the east. Those are through 2 o'clock today. So we will keep a close eye on those long track tornadoes. Wind gusts up to 65 to 75 miles per hour, especially up through the mid-Atlantic, through the Carolinas. We could see those very strong storms, too. Likely delays up and down the East Coast. Again, those wind gusts could cause some damage and some power outages as well. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And guys, I'm not just standing here on the golf course. I get to play TPC Sawgrass in just a second with Comcast Business. Carson, I want to point out, I have to start on 17.
Oh, wow.
I have to start on the Island Green. Haven't even been to the driving range yet. So
well, when you go to the range, the
the
last thing you should hit is not a driver. Obviously, it should be, an 8-iron or whatever you're going to hit on 17.
Okay, don't you love what's happening right now?
I love it.
Always giving points.
Hey, text me and let me know if you hit the green. That's all I want to know.
Right.
Just send me a green emoji or a water emoji. I'll know what it means.
Thank you, Dylan. All right, Chanel is here, and Carson's going to get us started.
Old man Rob, what a...
Don't you love it?
Well, we need it.
You got to get him on start today.
Yeah.
Fire us all up. All right, first up, Saturday Night Live here on Pop Start. Over the weekend, Marcelo Hernandez brought back one of his best impressions.
I'm a lawyer now. I went to night school and I passed the test. I canceled the gig to be here, and my agent was like, why would you do that?
It's getting better every time. It's unreal. Marcelo channeling his Sebastian Maniscalco again on Saturday, this time portraying the comedian as a courtroom lawyer, as you can see there. And then Harry Styles takes a spin.
Okay.
Your Honor, this guy took the clothes and he walked right out of the store. We got the security footage. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask, why would he do that?
I mean, what is happening? That's so
fantastic.
good. Well, Sebastian has spoken. He tweeted after the show, I've been on SNL twice now, which sounds impressive until I tell you neither time was as a host. At this point, Harry and Marcelo have logged more rehearsal time as me than I have. Both of them were hilarious and absolutely nailed it. Maybe the third time I can come and do it myself. I don't know. People want to see the
Wouldn't
impressions.
that be fun, though, to have all of them?
Yes.
Or to have them both
Someone's
come
working
out?
on that.
Someone's
working on that.
Next up, Ocean's 11. 25 years after the guys planned their first big screen heist, we've been hearing a lot about another Ocean's sequel. Plans to reunite Clooney and Pitt and Julia Roberts, Matt Damon, and Don Cheadle. But how about a prequel? People now reporting that Bradley Cooper might now be writing and directing one after it was previously reported that he and Margot Robbie were set to co-star in the project. Again, this would be a prequel. No official word from Warner Brothers yet, but that's a story we'll keep our eyes on. Okay. Next up is Reba McEntire, the Grammy winner's hit show Happy's Place here on the network. It's been renewed. Congratulations for the third season. And if you're wondering how the music icon is handling being back in the sitcom universe, just take a look at her life on set.
I'm trying to eat healthy.
That's a nice work life right there, right? Love it. Speaking of Reba McEntire, we did want to mention that today marks the 35th anniversary of that plane crash that took the lives of 8 members of her band. And in honor, Reba making a big donation to Music Cares. Great organization. It's a charity that provides health and emergency financial assistance to the music community. So good on Reba, thinking about you today. That'll do it for Pop Start.
Coming up, guys, we're talking Oscars fashion and the best looks of the night with our red carpet queen, Xana Roberts.
How was that red eye last night?
She's on the red eye as usual. But first, your local news and weather. All right, as as we pointed out, the reason that we're decked out in this red, white, and blue, repping for USA, is for this reason. The exclusive reveal of the 2026 U.S. Soccer World Cup uniforms.
And here they are. We're modeling a mix of the two styles of the Nike jerseys this morning.
We're clearly not modeling.
The stars and the stripes.
We are also joined now by Matt Freese. He's the goalkeeper for the U.S. men's national team, suited up in his new goalie kit.
Nice.
Matt, welcome,
Looking
welcome,
good.
welcome.
Thank you.
We love the jerseys. Give us
Thank
the
you.
backstory. I understand that the players actually had a hand in the design.
Yeah, we did. So obviously, I'm wearing the goalkeeper jersey. It's a little bit different from the ones you guys have.
Yeah.
But we have the stars and the stripes. We wanted both to be represented. My favorite thing about the jerseys, I don't know if you noticed, but on the backside of the collar, there's the Inner Pride logo, and it really reminds us of the responsibility and what we're doing when we represent the country and step out onto that field.
How are you feeling as you're thinking about possibly stepping out onto that field? How do you feel? How does the team feel?
So obviously, I mean, there's no final roster yet, but if I am selected, I mean, it would be such an incredible opportunity and an incredible moment for me and my family. You know, people say dream come true, and obviously that's a cliche, but when I was dreaming about this moment 25 years ago, we didn't know it would be in America. And so it's even better than a dream come true.
Well, I told you that. On that note, I have, my boys play soccer. There are watch parties planned all over this country. People still trying to get tickets. I think it's going to be great for our country.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're excited.
I hope.
Thank you very much.
These uniforms will be on the field for the first time later this month when the U.S. men's national team takes on Belgium and Portugal in high-profile matchups ahead of the World Cup, all part of the build-up to the FIFA World Cup this June. Every goal, every celebration exclusively in Spanish on Telemundo and Peacock.
All right,
Thank
Matt.
you.
Thanks again, honey.
Thanks for
Coming up
having me.
next, Xana Roberts-Rossi is fresh from the red carpet and the red eye to show us the Oscars fashion that everybody's talking about. But first, this is Today on NBC. We're back with Hollywood's biggest stars and their show-stopping looks from last night's 98th Academy Awards. Fresh off the red eye with the inside scoop from the red carpet, today's style correspondent, Xana Roberts-Rossi. When we say fresh off the red eye, you literally landed, what, at 6:30 or something?
Yeah, the flight was a little bit delayed, so I may have done my makeup in the back of a car for this one.
And you raced here. You left your luggage. You're like, I gotta go.
My favorite place to be.
Gotta go. Okay, let's get to it.
Fashion to talk about.
We're happy you made it. Okay, Jessie Buckley looked so gorgeous. Tell us about her
So
look.
beautiful. So Jessie Buckley wore Chanel Couture. She was a winner in a winner.
Wow.
Now, this dress was actually based on a Grace Kelly look from 1956. It was a modern interpretation 70 years later. This is obviously this amazing stole around here. Look at this
I
beautiful
see that.
reference.
Gorgeous, gorgeous,
Jessie
gorgeous.
wore the red with the pink, a great color combination. Something you can do at home. Color blocking.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
go.
Kate Hudson, by the way, stunning in that green. I thought she was gorgeous.
This was one of my favorite Kate Hudson looks I've ever seen her in. This is Armani Privé. It's actually a gown, not a two-piece as it looks. She topped this off with $35 million of diamonds.
Wait, what?
$35 million. And she brought her security guard with her, Goldie Hawn, her mum. There you go. There's the security
look at her
guard.
mom. She's
Absolutely.
beautiful.
I just love her in this look. It's absolutely beautiful.
Great. All right, Gwyneth Paltrow, her dress was gorgeous.
It's
Talk to me about
absolutely
that.
beautiful. So she wore Armani Privé too, but it's actually quite interesting. It's business at the front and then party at the side. It's very, very high cut, tulle all the way to the top, so a sheer panel there. But if you look really closely, there's actually a pant under here with sequins all over, tiny little
that's
crystals,
so beautiful.
And a Tiffany necklace. It's like the duality of her. Like, she's the business mogul, but she's also the movie star.
Demi Moore was gorgeous. Tell us about her look.
She's wearing Gucci custom. Now, this look was, her stylist, Brad Goreski, said that she wanted to wear a piece of art. And that she did. This is Gucci, and it's iridescent feathers all over. Two of the big trends of the night, Hoda, green and feathers. She checked both those boxes for us.
So is that when you were looking at trends, was that what you noticed? Was there anything else that kind of popped out to you?
Literally, big bling.
Big bling.
Giant natural diamonds, lots of green, and lots of feathers.
Okay, that's so interesting.
Right?
All right.
I want to see all 3 of those on you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, oh,
please.
God. Okay. Let's see if that ever happens. Okay, Tiana Taylor. She really brought A++.
She just keeps on winning one fashion battle after another.
Yeah.
So she wore Chanel Couture. Now, this look was made for her, and I think you see this sheer panel in the middle,
Yeah.
so it's kind of got that Tiana, like, little bit of a cool vibe. It's feathers again here, and it's all black and white, pearls and crystals. She also wore an incredible Tiffany necklace. She had 50 carats of diamonds on her, dripping.
Okay, the diamonds was definitely a theme.
Definitely.
Rose Byrne.
Okay.
I mean, what did people have to say about Rose Byrne's dress? Gorgeous.
Everybody loved Rose. Well, Rose actually had to say, so she wore Dior Couture by Jonathan Anderson, and Kate Young, her stylist, said she put this dress on, and she said, I feel like I'm walking through a garden. But how beautiful is that? And perfect for her namesake as well. She also wore this incredible taffin diamond. It's asymmetrical. It's supposed to be off like that on purpose.
Right.
23 carats of natural diamonds there.
Let's talk Emma Stone. I want to get the rest of these in.
Okay, Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Minimal, gorgeous, Louis Vuitton. This dress looks effortless, looks simple. 600 hours of work in this beading. It was stunning in real life. I cannot tell you how exquisite this was. Only somebody like her can make couture look that casual.
Can we hit the K-pop Demon Hunters?
100%.
I mean, they really were scene stealers.
So they all had a group chat. So the stylists, they all have different stylists, which is quite interesting for a girl band. And they... the only theme that they all had to go off was golden. So all 3 of their stylists came back with a different look.
And as we head to break, Anne Hathaway's dress was a showstopper.
Showstopper. She had a Valentino couture on. This was an absolute. This is black velvet, embroidered florals to spring. Groundbreaking. Can we say that?
Yeah, you can.
Groundbreaking.
Again, I'm so happy you made it.
Thank you, Hoda.
You were great, as usual. She'll be back with more from the Oscars red carpet coming up in the 4th hour. All right, Craig, over to you.
All right, Hoda Copy. Up next, a much-needed spring reset for our skincare routine, because apparently there's a good chance we're all doing it wrong. Dr. Michelle Henry is here to help. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with your health, and after months of brutal cold and indoor heat, your skin's probably dry, irritated, probably ready for a spring refresh as well. And if you've spent any time on social media lately, you'll notice some people are making their routines more complicated than ever. So, what do you actually need for healthy skin? Well, we brought in an expert. Dr. Michelle Henry is a Today contributor, also a board-certified dermatologist here in New York. Dr. Henry, welcome back.
Thank you.
So let's just start with what happens when we transition from winter to spring. What happens to our skin?
Yes, so it's a tough transition. As you said, winter is brutal. Cold weather, low humidity. Our skin is sensitive. Our skin barrier is compromised. And then spring arrives, and it's abrupt. And so we're oily. We're starting to get that sun exposure.
Yeah.
So really that transition is all about repairing our barrier, preparing for the sun, and controlling that oil.
So I've been on social media. I've seen some of these videos where you get the impression that you need like dozens of products to achieve, a decent-looking face. What do you say to that?
That's absolutely incorrect. So really your skincare routine should not feel like a part-time job. If we think about our skin, it's really delicate. It's sophisticated, but it's delicate. And it's really, really active. It has a lot of work to do. Too many products impedes that work. So what happens when we're using lots of active ingredients? We can get chronic inflammation. We can get over-exfoliation, which leads to irritation. We can get breakouts. We can get redness. This is not what we want. So really when you're thinking about your skin, the minute your skincare routine looks like a chemistry lab, you're in trouble.
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. The best thing, keep it simple and keep it consistent.
So keep it simple. What do you actually need then? If we don't need that elaborate 10-step process, what do we need?
So all you really need are 3 simple steps. So the 3 essentials. 1, a good cleanser.
Okay.
So a gentle cleanser that's appropriate for your skin type. Now that we're in spring, I move from those heavy cleansers to a light gel or maybe even a foam to get rid of oil, dirt, and debris. A light moisturizer. So when we think about winter skin, we're thinking about heavy, rich moisturizers, right? We want to lock in that moisture. In the spring, we want breathable hydration. So a light moisturizer that's going to keep our skin healthy, really protect that barrier, but not overwhelm it. And then last but not least, the non-negotiable. I know
what you're going to say.
I can do it every day. Sunscreen. SPF 30 every day, SPF 50 if you're outside for more than an hour. Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. What about, sometimes, again, you're scrolling social media, you see all of these trends, the red light therapy, all that. Any of that stuff actually work?
So, I love social media. It's a great place to find interesting things and have fun, but it's not all based in science. So one that's really really popular? Beef tallow.
Yeah, I've seen that.
There are people who swear by beef tallow.
That's just fat, right?
It's just fat. It's rendered fat from like around the cow's organs, and it has fatty acids in it, but it's not a smart moisturizer. We spend so much time on skincare science. Use a smart moisturizer. This is more likely to clog your pores.
Retinoids, vitamin C.
So retinoids and vitamin C, these are tried and true. We know their work. There's a lot of chatter about retinoids, but they're anti-inflammatory. It really is the fountain of youth. It thickens the skin. Vitamin C helps to brighten the skin. It is one of my favorite ingredients. And then red light masks, you know, they're popular everywhere.
Yeah.
They're kind of a yellow, you know, it's not a magic treatment, but it does help augment everything else we do.
Okay. Dr. Henry, thank you. Thank you so much. Mr. Daly.
Got Celtic Woman here, and we're getting ready for the St. Patrick's Day spirit to come alive in Studio 1A. A live performance from these Grammy nominees is coming up, but first, this is Today on NBC.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.